Who are you?
You of all people should know who I am. And what happened here. Think about it.
Your hair color. I guess I do know what happened. You were a victim of Vetra's fanatics, weren't you?
That's right. When I was alive, I spent my days as one of God's soldiers, keeping those heretics in line. It wasn't easy, but under the Order's authority, I worked day and night to keep the peace. That's probably why I was targeted.
It was certainly courageous, going against such a dangerous organization. Do you know anything about the Shadowhunter?
Rumor has it he's their leader, a renegade rebelling against the established order. Another one of society's outcasts. His actions weren't without good reason. In all fairness, we brought it on ourselves. The Order went through a dark period. A lot of mistakes were made back then. The Elders used their monopoly on food and goods to enforce the law.
Do as we tell you or starve to death. Neither's much of a choice, is it?
Of course, when you start reducing food supplies, what happens? The weak and innocent go hungry too. Then one day an incident occurred that shocked everyone. Someone stole and redistributed the food reserves to the children of Etro. Many of them were on the edge of starvation.
A heroic bandit.
Yes. Rumor has it that during his operation, he snuck into the quarters of one of the Elders and left a message on their pillow while they were sleeping. A bold move, huh? The Shadowhunter will seek justice. The Order got scared and began distributing provisions to everyone again.
It's strange hearing the stories I've missed while I was asleep. So much has happened in the past 500 years that I know nothing about. We never crossed paths when you were still alive, and I can't even begin to imagine what you must have gone through during your lifetime.
I just wanted to pass on my stories before I disappeared forever. It's an honor to get to share them with you of all people. I appreciate you giving me your time. Thank you.
Anytime. And just like that, the final soul. And quest number 13, the Voices from the Grave, is complete. Get 400 gil, a halo, maximum HP by 40, and strength plus 6.
Even though their lives were taken from them, they continued to exist in our world. Each one of them still shining brightly, each one of them a single beacon of hope for all of us. Those who still carry on with their lives must never forget these innocent victims.
Gonna make sure you use this real quick.
Enough people remember to keep them in their hearts. These girls can live for eternity. Is that what she wanted me to know?
Oh, come on! You of all people! I try to avoid your kind of all things. Stop it!
Okay, let's do this.
That's it. Get ice marked. Just go away. Get owned. Feel my powerful blizzardness. That's it. Come on, try and fight me. Try and fight me. I dare thee.
Fight evil.
I don't think so. Oh, Mega Bite? Not a... That. Don't even try it, buddy. You are seriously gonna ask to get your butt kicked. Never mess with a savior, boy. You don't know what you're messing with. Oh, Niblet! Niblet! Nibby! Give me my Nib-Nibs! That's it. Beat down away! Let's lay the smacketh on him. That's it! Much better. EP go back. And our business here will be done. And hopefully a Glorian Opposite will not show it. Ooh, okay. Okay.
Do you know what death is?
I'm fine with this. I'm completely and utterly fine with this, people. Go on to others! Oh, Blitz! That snapping strike. One soul seed, good to go. Oh, now you're recording options again. There are so many nibbles today, of all things. Kind of surprising me, actually. Not happening. That's it. Die! I'll take care of that. Anyone else who wants to try and ambush me? No? Okay then, we have established our ground. Anyway, as I was gonna try and say, now there's no phone ringing, however...
What happened here?
A girl was kidnapped from the area. The Order has been summoned to investigate, and the whole thing is causing quite a commotion.
A girl? Does her name happen to be Louise?
Yes. Do you know her?
Yes. Who took her?
That bunch of heretics. You know, that rowdy group that was recently causing all the trouble in town. Oh, they must have drugged her. It all happened in the blink of an eye.
The children of Etro are still up to their games, I see. Where could they take her where no one would find her? Perhaps their hideout in the Inner Warren.
The Order seems to think that's the case, but no one knows when, or even if they'll take action.
Why not? Her life is at stake.
Everyone around here knows Louise. I don't know if you're aware of this, but she has a reputation for being the girl who cries wolf. Everyone's worried that this may just be another prank. This whole thing could be staged.
It seems Louise has gotten herself into real trouble this time. People witnessed her being snatched up by the heretics.
Maybe what started out as a prank got out of hand, and there was nothing she could do about it. But we can't disregard the small chance that this could all be a trick of hers. What do you think?
Maybe that's why she was made their target. Even if she disappeared, they knew everyone would just think it's Louise being Louise.
The Order has closed the investigation.
So in other words, it's just up to
You
us.
really should know your limit. Lackley, hey, wake up.
Boy!
Excuse me, but who are you? And how is it you know Lackley?
I don't know him too well, but he asked me to find his lost fiancée. I've come to tell him about this lead I found.
About Filiana? But where did...
At a restaurant in Yusnan. Apparently, there was an old woman working there who wore the same ring that Lackley gave to his fiancée. And when her health failed, that woman went to stay with a friend who lived in... Huh.
What is it? Is there something wrong with my hat?
According to the man I talked to at the restaurant, the friend who came to pick up the elderly lady was wearing an unusual hat. You seem familiar enough with Lackley. You also knew Filiana's name. Was it you?
Let me explain. Lackley and Filiana and I are friends from long ago. I'm Sela. And yes, I'm the one who escorted that old woman from the shop in Yusnan.
Care to tell me why?
Sure, but can we go elsewhere? I don't want Lackley to hear this. There's a graveyard with no name. You know of it, don't you? It's beyond North Station, on the outskirts of town. Oh, good. He's still sleeping. Come to the graveyard later so we can talk.
Very well then.
Yeah. We all know how it'll play out if we don't find her soon. Let's head to the Warren and see if we can save her before it's too late.
Could it be?
Right. First, you need to stop this. I'm done here. Give me that blizzard. Also, let me see if this is correct. Let's see. I guess I'll have to do a little research on my own. Rest assured, I will complete that avid greeter quest.
You. What's going on here?
I've seen her around. You don't want to mess with the likes of her. Run!
Yeah, you better run, buddy.
You must be Louise. I've come to take you home.
But who are you? Oh wait, you're the nice lady on the phone, aren't you? I recognize your voice.
That's right. Finally we meet.
Thank you for coming to save me. Even after tricking you all those times, I feel bad about what I did. Really. I mean, all those calls before, they were just pranks.
Oh, come on!
More when you find yourself in real danger. Being kidnapped is serious. Do you realize you would have been killed if I hadn't shown up?
To tell the truth and don't get mad, I let myself get caught.
What?
I told the disciples I volunteer as tonight's sacrifice for the goddess.
What?
Why?
Why on earth would you do something like that?
No, this is hard to explain. Okay,
I'll try it.
I know this is going to sound a little crazy, but just try and hear me out until the end. Please. The fact is, I lost faith a long time ago. This world has no future. We've waited for hundreds of years for God or the Savior, and neither has shown up. No one knows if there's a tomorrow. Everyone just lives for themselves. No one cares about anything or anyone. So I had to find out if there was still hope.
What do you mean?
It was a bet, okay? I put it all on the line to see if people were really worth believing in anymore. I've pulled my share of pranks and caused trouble, and I've learned that most people will put up with your tricks a couple of times. But no matter how good I act, how much I cry, and how much I beg, no one ever trusts me the third time around. Even I know when to quit, so I made a bet.
Let me get this straight. You purposefully set me up twice and bet your life on me and my morals. Wagering I'd go against your expectations. You were betting on me to answer your third call.
If you did, then I'd be able to keep holding on to hope. I'd want to keep on living.
That's ridiculous. Do you even understand how lucky you are to be alive? You wouldn't be standing here talking to me if I hadn't made it in time.
I knew you'd come and save me, though. Don't ask me how, but I knew that you were a good person.
What made you think that? You don't know me at all.
I know. I just believed in you somehow. Maybe because I wanted to. I wanted to believe there was still hope in this dying world. And look what happened! You came through for me, just like I knew you would.
All of a sudden I feel like a pawn in your game, and you're the one playing both sides.
That was silly. Well, maybe a little. But I'm trying to thank you. I'm glad there are still people like you in the world. You inspire me to keep my faith in humanity.
In that case, you're welcome, I guess. I'm glad to hear that all that running around was worth something. Remember, your life is valuable. Don't ever forget that.
I promise I won't. And I'll never do anything like this ever again. Thank you.
You better! Because I am not saving you a fourth time. Or a second time. You know what I mean. We get 500 gil from that, a leather rucksack, all these boosts, plus her soul. Also, I heard this. And since it's in the way, I'm gonna kill it. Simply put, we got ourselves a Gertrude. And not follow up you guys before? So I guess now's the time to start learning. Let's see what you're capable of. Any weaknesses? Lightning. Okay, go figure. Up, up, up. Oh, right. Break in.
To the chaos.
Come on. Thunder!
Let's do this.
Thunder!
Thanks for waiting.
I'm so confusing my moves. Oh. Wait for it. Oh! Ah, come on. Not even fair. Come on, Ice Spark. Save me! There you go. Oh my, that one took out. That took a lot. Place is taken care of. Now where were we? Ah, yes. And over the Phantom Rose?
It's the savior-looking lady again. You're back.
You wouldn't be talking to me like that if you knew what I'd been up to. I'll have you know I've been to see your real savior.
You saw Micah? What did she say? When's she gonna come back?
I have some bad news. Micah won't be coming to see you anytime soon. She had to leave on a long journey. She didn't have much choice in the matter.
But she
did give me this, though, to give to you.
Da da da! We give Alaric that Phantom Rose.
Is this what I think it is? A phantom rose? Awesome! Mom, look at this! It's the flower, and it's real!
It really is breathtaking. A legendary flower that will never wither. The petals almost seem to glow. I've never seen anything like it. Thank you, miss. Micah kept her promise, so I guess I'd better try to do the same. I may not be long for this world, but then again the world is nearly out of time itself. I think I can hold on until then.
Mom! I told you Micah would keep her promise! I knew she wouldn't let us down! Not in a million years!
You were right, sweetie. Miss Micah, she really was a savior, wasn't she? Our savior.
And now, for the best reward for this quest, 32,000 gil, or 3,200, my mistake, purple lightning garb, 2 adornments, and all this stuff, but what I'm really excited about is the garb. If we actually get to the pause menu, please. I'd like to do this, please, real quick. Now this, one of the best garbs in the game, bar none. A garb imbued with the soul of the ninja, it grants the wearer access to the dark and secret arts of ninjutsu. It has the most ATB out of all the classes, well yeah, and it also gives a great running speed. This is good when you're trying to complete quests so quickly, and it's something that I've gotten attached to for quite a while now. Question is, what do I want to replace it with? And yes, I'm going to replace it, as it's also got 2 great abilities, the Flame and the Flood. Let's see, that's pretty good. Why not? We'll take care of this, get the purple lightning, and automatically we're given these 2 abilities, Flame and Flood. Maybe we'll lose those 2 things, but hey, it's not actually that big of a deal, cause we got the best moves. Unleashes a Blizzaga spell that does physical damage, and Flame is basically the same thing, but for fire. How's that for a bang for your buck? Definitely a reward suited for a garb-wielding savior. And something that I'm proud to grab.
Name for a beautiful blossom that supposedly never withers or dies. Micah wasn't the savior. The only voice of God she heard was in her own head. But even if she was delusional, the hope and promise she provided was real. For those 2, she was undeniably the real savior. Maybe, just maybe, we're the same. Even if I think I'm the real savior, in someone else's eyes, I would probably seem as foolish and mad as that poor girl might to me.
What?
Care to tell me your name?
Oh!
Name, if you want to talk to people. If you don't, then what good is it? That's why I don't need one. Nor do I ever want one again.
Well, now I know where this guy was.
Definitely the one I'm looking for. The man without a name. That's you.
It's true, I've been nameless for many years. But am I the one you seek? Who knows? Who knows anything for certain in this dying world?
I guess we can skip the introductions then. I've got a question for you.
The Warren, his past, or an old journal. You can ask these if you want, your little personal sweet taste of the game, but I'm going for the basic.
The reason I need to talk to you is because I'm looking for a journal. It belonged to Ranulf.
Ranulf's journal? Why? What do you want with a thing like that?
Nothing. It's not for me. He asked me to find it for him. I'm just doing him a favor.
I thought this day would come. After 2 centuries, I'd hoped he'd given up. But when has a man like me ever gotten his way in this miserable world? So much water under the bridge.
What did you say?
You say Ranulf asked you to do this for him. Is that true?
That's right. He did.
Then go to Yusnan. A woman named Durin has what you're looking for. When you see her, hand her this letter. Tell her that Reddick sent you.
Reddick. So that's your name.
It was centuries ago. Anyway, you tell Orin who sent you, and she'll help you out. Orin liked to watch the trains go by. She would sit and watch for hours. You'll probably find her near the Overlook in Yusnan. where you can see the tracks.
Then I guess we've got our destination. Let's get moving, people. And just like that, we can actually get this quest rolling! Now let's head on back to Yuznan, shall we? Oh, Gremlin!
Feel like dying.
That's what I want to know. Nice try. Oh, I actually staggered him somehow. Okay. I don't know how that worked, but I'll take it. Oh, wait, that's right, the guard. Oh, Hero of Might. Proof of victory over 100 foes in battle. Huh. You would think it would be for 1,000, but okay, I'm fine with that. Even though we are just, you know, beginning the game and all. It's just the beginning, people. The beginning of the end. Anyway, my blabbing aside, let's head on our merry, merry way. Well, time to get going.
Are you taking the train?
Yes, I am. And it skips 45 minutes in-game. Now we have stealing the show. Hope is out of his mind. He must be the star of the show. He tried to throw my own words back at me. Words burned forever in my mind from our journey through the Gapra Whitewood. I know that I have no choice but acting. On stage? Then again, I am the real savior. I suppose if I just be myself, it should be good enough for an audience. Right? Well, Lightning, I think you've got those acting skills. You've been practicing a lot. I think you have it in you. I think you do. And if not, then, well, you're gonna win either way. Because all we need to do is actually just get on that float. He never said anything about acting well. Just gotta, you know, promise our part. And now before we head on our way, I'm gonna make sure to complete what I should have completed a while ago. See, when I said you could complete two parts of the quest at once, well, you can talk to him, and also, this lady right here.
Who are you?
You must be Erin. Here, I have a letter for you from Reddick.
Reddick? Well, that's a name from the past. Wait, I thought he was dead. Let me see that thing.
Hand over the letter. Here you are.
That's his handwriting, all right. I'd recognize it anywhere. Here, I've kept the journal with me, just as I promised him.
I don't mean to pry, but how do you two know each other?
We used to date. Not one of my finer moments, that's for sure. Hindsight, you know. But that was lifetimes ago. He made me keep this while we were still together.
Why would he give it to you instead of keeping it? Have you read it?
The thought never even crossed my mind. And I knew anything that bastard Reddick was involved with couldn't be good. Please, take it. I'm sick of carrying it everywhere. I'm just happy to wash my hands of the whole thing. It's your problem now.
Alright, I get it. Thanks.
Light, you found his journal. I can't believe it.
I know, right? Weird, huh? What I don't understand is why there are so many people involved. First Reddick had it, then he gave it to his friend Erin, for safekeeping.
I wonder if it holds some sort of big secret. If secret's so dangerous, just having the journal in his possession could put him at risk. What do you think?
I think I should read the journal before I give it back.
It would be the fastest way to find out what's going on. But do you really think you should? I mean, it is private after all.
But does it really matter at this point? I mean, we're already neck deep in his affairs. It's all for his benefit anyway, right?
Okay, it's up to you. But remember, what's been read can't be unread. If you want to do this, you're on your own.
So we have this. Read the journal. Arnold's journal may contain an important secret. Think carefully about what's best for him after making a decision. Read the journal, yes or no. Now, here's the thing with this quest in particular. This is something that you won't actually... that's not common throughout the world. If you read this journal, you will fail Quest 14, the Avid Reader. Yes, however, that will open the entrance to another new quest by the same man. I'm not going to spoil what it is, but we're going to go for it. And if you don't decide to read it, you'll complete that quest and never have to deal with it again. However, If you go the full distance, you'll get the better reward. What's that whole saying? You know, no pain, no gain? Well, the more pain we have, the more we gain. So, we're gonna read this journal out loud.
I need to know the truth. I need to know for Ranulf, for his own sake.
Day 2505. I searched every inch of Yusnan. I found no clues as to who killed my wife and child. Day 3229. I came across a merchant in the Warren who had a valuable piece of information about the case. A certain business rival wanted me out of business. Was this his doing? Did he kill my family to make some sort of sick point? Day 4762. I can't stop picturing my daughter's corpse. I can't erase the image from my head. I have nothing to live for anymore. But I can't rest until I find justice. My family deserves it. Day 15756. Revenge is imminent. Mark my words. Justice will be served. Day 15757. Justice will be served. Day 15758.
And it just keeps going on and on and on and on. It never ends.
759. Justice will be served.
Well, I wish his dialogue would catch up with the text.
Day
Jeez.
760.
You're slower reader than I am.
Be served.
That's saying a lot.
Will be served. Justice will be served. Justice will be served.
His last 4 words. Justice.
I can't believe Ranulf had to live through this kind of tragedy.
His wife and child were killed by a business rival. I can't begin to imagine how he must have felt.
The journal begins from the day after the incident and goes on for years. I mean, look at the dates.
He must have been chasing the killer for decades. It looks like he was consumed by the thought of revenge and nothing else.
But wait, there must be a mistake. Remember what Ranulf said before? He told us that he had never had a family of his own.
I don't think he was lying. I think that's what he honestly believes. I think he truly doesn't remember what happened. Look at these journal entries, the same words written over and over. He couldn't deal with reality. He must have cracked. Lost his sanity.
Yeah, and with it, all his memories.
In the end, it was the only way he could survive. Cutting himself off from the past is what's kept him going. He doesn't mourn his family, because he doesn't know they ever existed.
We've obtained Ranulf's journal with the contents read. You see why this is very important? We'll go talk to him eventually, but we already have another agenda, so I'm just gonna leave you on that little cliffhanger there. Speaking of cliffhangers, we got 1 more hour until it's time for the big ceremony.
Change into that savior costume and head back to the Augur's quarter.
Oh yeah, right, forgot about that. Let's see here. I guess we can trade out... Might as well. Let's see. Yeah, it only decreases strength, but that's not really that big of an issue for me. So I think this will work. And then we'll just replace it with the blitz we got earlier. Let's see here. Oh, wrong one. Let's see. Or actually, charge strike here. Then check this out. Deals physical damage. Power increases the longer the command button is held down. Okay. Never actually tried that out before. But I think you kinda want to try it out actually. Instead, I'll just give it the blitz that we gained earlier. Increase our... Ooh, this actually... I can't make it what we lost in strength. I can work with that. I can work with that. Oh, and actually, one more thing. Seeing as this is our custom dress, you know what I gotta do. Let's see here. A red rose, black, white. It's an interesting design, I'll admit. Yeah, I'll do blue. It fits. With some black shoes. And voila, our own custom Midnight Mauve. Which is kind of ironic, considering it doesn't have any mauve to it. Mauve is a color, right? Anyway. So that should take care of that. And now we are ready. Let's head on our way. And actually, you know what? Let's see this in action. I have a feeling we'll need this. So much ATB. So little time. Oh. Well, actually. Oh, they got me. You son of a gun. Oh, you're asking for this now. Oh. Thunder. That's it, people. Go for him. Come on. Why are you not going for him? He's dying of HP. Hello, people.
Let's make a show of it.
There you go. That's better. Jeez, you took your sweet merry time. What took you? What actually took you? Alright, let's do this. Flame away! Fire! So, see why I equipped this now? So much power in one single dress. It feels so good to have my good old equipment back. It really does feel good. Now if the frame rate doesn't stop dropping, that'd be greater. That'd be much, much greater.
If it were any other night, it would have been nice to just enjoy the revels.
Yeah, it would have. But first we have a reclusive patron to take care of.
I wonder what the people think of Snow these days. At one time, he was their benefactor. But now...
People are supposed to change. Not changing after hundreds of years is unnatural. But Snow... I didn't want to believe his change. The man who had believed in the future with unwavering optimism. The man who feared no pain to protect those he cared about. Snow, tell me, could even you have given in to despair? I need to know what you went through. What happened to you while I wasn't there? Wait for me.
Never forget us, Snow. We're always by your side, till the very end. Well then, looks like the time has come. We can now move on with our plan and encounter Snow. However, that's gonna do it for me for this session, people. We are roughly 2 hours into this. I literally have not gone this long into a session since Type 0.
Half an hour until the finale begins.
We know, Hope. Shut up.
Your savior costume and be ready for the...
You know what? I'm tired of hearing you. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna do it for this session of Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. If you guys did enjoy, as always, make sure you leave your likes and your comments down below. Share this video with your friends, should you want to. And of course, if you're new here to the channel and want to see more Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII in the future, as always, do not forget to subscribe for the latest in Final Fantasy content. And until next time, this is Smiling Dread4 signing out. Have a great rest of your day, take care, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we conclude Day 3 main quest in this area.